I thought I'd give you more insight into my plans for the cabin and each room, what I'm planning to do, and show some mood boards of what it might look like, and maybe even get some help from you. Because the big issue at the moment is the bathroom. I'm not sure how to solve that problem. I've been working with Christine, an architect and a viewer from Germany, to get an idea on how to make it work in the best possible way. And early on I mentioned that I wanted to make an extension between the kitchen and the living room, sort of where the ladders are at the moment. But I'm not sure if that's going to ruin the shape and look of the cabin. So I'm not really leaning towards that option right now. And then my dad had another idea, which is to extend the cabin. So I'd extend the living room and the bedroom upstairs, and then that means you could put a bathroom in the bedroom upstairs, so there would be sort of an ensuite with a toilet and a shower. But then the issue is that if you have guests over, they need to go through the bedroom every time they need to go to the toilet. So I thought maybe you could turn the small storage under the stairs into a toilet. That would be like a guest toilet, and like whenever you're downstairs outside, you can just use that because it's going to be a lot easier. So yeah, those are the two sort of options now that I think are the best for the bathroom. We played with the idea to have the bathroom downstairs in the living room, and I'll show you some examples of that. But it's not really working out. It looks weird in a way. I think it would look less weird to have it in the bedroom. But yeah, I'll show you some examples of what the bathroom ideas look like. So this is the bathroom downstairs with extension of 2 meters, and I think this is the best option downstairs, as it sort of still have a kind of nice shape to the room, and it's sort of like it hides the bathroom next to the sort of sitting area, whereas in the other one, and this is the version 2, with the bedroom or with the bathroom downstairs, it's sort of like, yeah, the bathroom is in the view from the sitting area, which I don't really like, and it feels weird, like you can't really do much with that space. Or you could have a TV, or you could have stuff there, or you could place the sofa there and sit this way. So maybe it's not as bad. Just with like this placement of the sofa, it's not really working, I think. And all these sketches are very like just to get an idea of what it might look like. And then this is some mood boards if you go with the bathroom downstairs. I think you can make it work in a pretty nice way. There is some good space in there, even though it's under the stairs, so I think you could get away with a nice toilet down there. And I'd probably go with the sort of tongue and groove on the wall rather than tiles like it is in those two. But if you place the bathroom in the bedroom upstairs, my idea is to have it along one of the walls. And this mood board isn't nearly finished, but just to get an idea, like this could be like if you place it along one of the walls upstairs to make like a narrow bathroom, it could sort of work. And I quite like this sort of tiles in the bathroom. I think that could look pretty nice. And then I found this picture which is sort of like another option really, and it's to sort of have it more like a corner thing happening in the bedroom upstairs. I think you might have to remove the false ceiling if you do that one and have the full height, but yeah, that's another option. Not sure if I like it or not, but that's another option for the bathroom which might work. So this is the plan for the kitchen at the moment, and the road is over here, so when you do you're washing up, you're looking over the fields and the road. So that's the sink, and that's the stove, but it's not going to go there. It's going to go next to, so right there, right next to the wood stove, which makes it easy to make a big like exhaust fan here for both the normal stove and the wood stove, so you can still use the wood stove for cooking. And then this would be the placement for the wooden sofa and the dining table. And we'll see how big I can have this, because there's not much room there. And then I'm not sure what's gonna go there. But in this corner, instead of the stove, it's gonna be like a walk-in cupboard storage unit, which is looking something like this. And you can either have like this with two sides, like a more square one, or this with three sides, and you walk in from one of the sides. This is more like an angled one. So that's going to go in the corner. I'm looking to do the whole kitchen myself, build it myself rather than use an existing one. And I think this is a good look for the kitchen, with the wooden countertop, and have the kitchen and walls in a muted shade of green, and then keep the tongue and groove, and overall like I kind of going for like a countryside vibe for the kitchen. And then this would be the vibe for the sink right in front of the window, so you can do the washing up and looking out over the fields and road. And then yeah, this is sort of the vibe for the dining table. That's also the sink, and I might do like an L-shaped counter, so it would go from over there and then a bit over there. But if you have the wood stove there, it might look a bit weird to have a small gap there. And if you do it all the way, it's kind of like it's eating up way too much space, and I don't think you need that much space. So I'm not 100% sure, but I do like this sort of look. I mean, this kitchen is obviously a lot bigger than mine. And yeah, maybe you could do like an L shape, go this way, and then have the dining table more in the center. I'm not sure if I have the space for that, but that's another option. If I'm not doing the bathroom over here, I am gonna add another window here to sort of have more light coming in, because there are no windows at all on that side of the cabin. And this is an early sketch that Kristin made. Well, I made a really shitty one, and then she made this one, just to sort of get an idea of what it might look like. And then we're moving on to the hallway. So this is sort of my idea. I'm gonna add a window. So this is the door, and that's the kitchen. So this is facing the road. I think it would be nice to have some more light in there, because the only light we have now in there is there's a window in the stairs, and then the small windows in the door. So I add another window to get more natural light in there, and then remove this sort of shelf that's over there, and then add like a bench or something where you can store shoes or stuff underneath. So this will sort of like be the look of the window, and then yeah, have some hangers next to it where you can hang your hats and jackets and stuff. And the bench would also be good for like if you have an older person visiting who needs to sit down to put their shoes on or off, or if you're bringing something heavy inside, you need to put it down for a while. So yeah, I think that would be a good addition to the hallway. And I'm also thinking of painting the hallway floor in a checkered pattern. I quite like it, but I'm not sure yet, so we'll see when we get to that point. And for the stairwell, yeah, I'd probably paint that in some kind of color, or keep it natural and then paint the walls in the stairs going up instead. But yeah, we'll see. Moving on to the bedroom. So I haven't really thought much about the bedroom. Probably keeping the low fake ceiling in there to make heating a bit easier. But yeah, have the bed sort of center of the room, and then maybe have the desk in there rather than in the study. We'll see how much space we have when we get there. Yeah, sort of simple, neutral, toned down colors. Might go. Quite like all of these. This is kind of like a brownish beige, and then like a darker green or some kind of light blue. Yeah, I'm thinking of keeping the light blue. Could be like a nice nod to what the room is like now, or when I painted it, it's what it used to be. That could be like a nice touch to keep the sort of blue bedroom. But yeah, I haven't decided yet, and yeah, it really depends on what other colours I use in the cabin, in the other rooms. And then yeah, moving on to the living room. The thing there is to kind of keep it modern, simple, with some like mid-century 60s kind of furniture. And then the focus is going to be on like hanging out, relaxing, listening to music, have a record player and some records, reading books, spending time with friends and family. I'm not going to have a TV there. I think that's going to go in the study upstairs if I have one. And this is more like for hanging out with your friends and family, basically. Keeping it cozy, warm and welcoming. That's the sort of keywords in there. And then for the garden or like the fence around, I've been thinking about, my initial plan was to have like a natural stone wall, because I have that on the property already, and then having it along the road would be quite nice. But the problem with that is you need so much stones and it's quite tricky to get that. I do have some on my property, but it's not nearly enough. So my other plan would be to have like a normal typical wooden fence like this, and maybe some kind of wooden gate in a different color. So yeah, the fence would be like red to keep it in the same color as the cabin, and then have stone pillars at the gate, and then maybe have a gate that you can open. The problem is like you have to open it when you get there, which might be annoying, but we'll see. And then I quite like this. I like the natural look of this gravel road, with the grass in the middle, and you don't have to do anything to get that. It will come naturally when you drive your car up and down the driveway, or like walk up and down. So yeah, it's just keep doing what I'm doing right now and I'll get that eventually. Yeah, and that's it for the fence and gate. Well, one thing about the stone wall, if I'm not doing it in front of the house by the road, I'm still gonna do it behind the house, towards the forest, the one that I found when removing all the bushes and old trees there. And sort of to rebuild that stone wall. So that might look like something like this after a few years, hopefully, which is going to be quite nice to have it a bit more like wild and some native flowers there and stuff. And yeah, so this is a video that Christine sent me. So this would be with the bathroom on the back side. And I think it's not as nice. So you see there, that would be, so the apple tree would be here, and this is sort of like my barn would be over there. So this would be the view from the garden, and yeah, I just don't think it looks nice. this would be sort of like the view from the road. With that, yeah. I think the other options are better. And to sort of keep this, not to have the extension there, keep it straight and then just do an extension on this side. So this would be 2 meters longer going out all the way. But yeah, there's some things to figure out before that. These are some of my initial ideas and plans, and they're definitely going to change down the road. But this gives you an idea of what the rooms might look like and what the cabin's going to look like. And yeah, feel free to let me know what you think, and especially for the bathroom. That would be really, really helpful. And yeah, thanks for watching.